Okay, so I apologize for the setting of this video, for all of it. I'm sorry. First and foremost, I wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching this. Second of all, I know. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. And for some reason, I've gained subscribers since I've been gone. So thank you guys so much for wanting to join my channel, even though it is just incredibly unstable and inactive half the time. So like, I appreciate you so much. I know a lot of people from my hometown are like, they're the big majority of people that watch my videos, but I've gotten some strangers online who are looking at my stuff and it feels good. So like, thank you for joining me. And I can't promise you, like I always do, that I'm gonna have more videos up. Because I tried to record a video like this so many times, but every single time it got super emotional. And I really just, I I used to go online and post all of my personal shit everywhere. I mean, when I was going through a breakup, when I was angry with someone, when I was sad, half of my stuff, like especially on Twitter, all of my tweets were complaining about petty, small things that were inconveniencing me. And I just don't want to be that girl anymore. I just decided like, no, I'm gonna wait until I'm in a good headspace and I'm feeling good enough to sit down and talk about exactly what I've been going through the last couple of months, because it's been a lot. And it's such a true saying when people say that you never know what someone's going through. I know it sounds really, really cliche and overused, but like, it's so true. And a lot of people did not realize the severity of what I was going through because I'm so highly functioning when it comes to my mental health. It's pretty crazy. Nuts. The amount of stuff that I was going through the last couple of months was insane, and I don't even know how to explain it to you because it just still doesn't make any sense to me, considering how much better I'm feeling now and looking back and seeing how I was feeling about myself and how I was feeling about everything. I mean, I just wanted to quit everything. Like, I was just... Am I gonna get emotional? I don't wanna. It's Christmas. Can we not? I didn't know if I was gonna... Sorry. I didn't know if I was gonna make it through it, basically. It was a really scary couple of months. I had never felt so low, and it was weird because of how self-aware I am. I knew I wasn't alone, and I knew I had people that cared about me, and who were avidly trying to make me feel better. But I couldn't, I'm sorry. I couldn't really get that in my brain. When you're experiencing mental illness on that level where you are just you're so trapped in it, it's really hard to get out. And I've been dealing with it. I didn't want this to be emotional. This is so annoying. Why? I mean, I remember my first panic attack when I was 5. And throughout high school, like, to be completely real with you guys, I was bullied throughout high school. And not by the people who you would think would bully me. I was bullied by, like, my closest friends. And the amount of stuff that just was thrown at me in my personal life while I was going through high school and dealing with the bullying, along with losing, like, I lost like 4 family members within the span of 3 years. Ended up finding out I had alopecia, and then I went half bald, and like, no one knew. Like, no one had any idea all of the stuff that I was going through that made me feel like shit. So, anywho, my feet are numb and it's really uncomfortable. Usually I come online and I talk about the way I'm feeling, and I open up about it kind of to educate people and to help others get through it and know that, like, you're not alone. This time around, I couldn't, because to be honest with you, I was so, I'm sorry, I was so unsure of where I was going to end up or what was going to happen. I ended up going to the doctors, and why? This is so annoying. Stop it. I ended up going to the doctors. It ended up being brought up because I wasn't on my old medication anymore, and I did tell my primary, like, I've been looking into getting a therapist. I need to talk to someone. And the minute she asked me what's been going on, I just completely broke down and I couldn't even use my words. Like, I genuinely could not even speak about it. It was so incredibly just unbelievable. Like, I got to a point where I was disassociating while I was driving. So like I had this dissociative episode, I don't know if that's what you call it, but when I was on my way to my ex-boyfriend's apartment, and it was terrifying because the whole time I just felt like I wasn't in my body. Like, it's almost like you're dreaming. Like, I just felt like I was in a dream and I was watching myself drive, and it was terrifying, and it went on for like a full half an hour, almost the whole way home. I was having panic attacks like every night, whether I showed it or not. I feel my anxiety like in my body. Like, it's something that just is everywhere. It goes down to my fingertips, it goes down to my toes, it's like in my face, it's in my chest. A lot of times it mimics a heart attack, especially for me. I get extreme chest pain. I get shortness of breath. I've always had anxiety every day. It's something that I've normalized at this point. I've been dealing with it my whole life, so like this, it's nothing new for me. But it got to a point where it was uncomfortable every night. It was like I couldn't sleep because of it. And then during the daytime, I would be so fucking exhausted because of how little sleep I got the night before. It was this weird feeling of like your body's really restless, but also like you have no motivation whatsoever to do anything, and you just don't care. And I just didn't care. And meanwhile, I was still going to work every day. I was still playing my gigs. Like, I was still going out and doing what I had to do, because I knew that if I had just quit and I had just had this big pity party for myself, I knew that I would lose everything. I would lose my job. I would stop getting gigs. I just knew that if I didn't push myself through this moment and go out and do those gigs and go out and go to work and just keep doing what I was doing, I knew I would be so disappointed in myself. I'm really proud of myself. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but like, beep fucking beep. I worked my ass off, and I still was trying to take care of my friends, and I still was trying to like be there for other people when I literally had nothing to stand on for myself. So basically, that's where I've been the last couple months. And I haven't been on YouTube in a while because I'm just lazy and I'm trying to get my camera to work with my phone, and it won't. But when it comes to my other social medias, and also when it just comes to like my relationships and friendships in general, like, that's why I've been so just not here. People who know me well enough and who know what I go through, they understand. And you should never apologize for having to take care of yourself and putting yourself first. That was my #1 priority, and I am feeling a lot better. It's still really fresh, and it's still really hard for me to open up about, clearly, but I am feeling a lot better. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm gonna be okay. I have a therapist now, or a psychologist rather, but I want you to know that if you are having a hard time, you're not alone, and please talk to someone, whether it be a doctor, a friend, a parent, a sibling, like, please, your significant other especially, talk to someone about it. I can't say it enough that, like, there's no point in putting yourself through that. And I know it's really scary and it's an extremely raw and vulnerable time for you, but like, if I hadn't spoken up about what I was going through, take care of yourselves. I feel like 2020 is going to be an amazing year, and I love you guys so much, and I do want to say such a huge, I want to cry. I do want to say such a huge thank you to everyone who went out of their way to be there for me and to try to make me feel better and to make sure that I didn't feel alone in all of this. You guys, like, you're really great, and you like saved my life, so thank you. Okay, I'm done being emotional, and yeah, I'm done being emotional. Here I was saying that, like, I'm not gonna come online and be emotional and share my feelings like that, and here I am, like, crying to you guys on Christmas. My life is great. I'm very happy right now, to be clear. I got promoted at work. I booked new venues for gigs. Like, dude, I feel great. I've lost weight. I'm eating better, somewhat better. I am doing fine, just so everybody is aware, not to be worried by this video. But if there is someone in your life that is a little off or they seem a little upset, like, definitely approach them. Don't be aggressive about it, but gently approach them and ask them, hey, like, are you doing okay? Like, how are things going? Because it means a lot more than I think anyone actually understands. If I hadn't had people asking me if I was okay, or messaging me or hitting me up like, hey, are you alright? Like, something seems off, I probably wouldn't have opened up about it. Granted, I'm really stubborn sometimes about that kind of stuff, but once enough people ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I can't keep ignoring this, because people notice and they know. And it's also the feeling of knowing that someone cares about you enough to reach out and ask you if you're okay. So if there's someone in your life that's kind of off or looks like they're feeling down, definitely reach out and make that effort to make sure they're okay, because it's really, really important. I can't, once again, express that enough. Look out for your friends. Look out for your loved ones. That's that. All right, I'm done. I love you guys so much. Thanks again so much. I will see you in the next one. Merry Chrysler. Okay, goodbye.